Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Freelancer on Rocket Rapid Commentaries. And in this episode, we are continuing on with the Kusari campaign. Although we are first going to do some free play with the Blood Dragons, because yeah, we only need to do a couple of missions in order to get to the next story segment. So we're going to show off. We're going to show off why I actually dislike the civilian weapons in general. The really fast fire rate is honestly really good, but it comes with a couple of downsides. Because of the ludicrously fast fire rate, the Tonto has got extremely small damage. So if you don't stack up a bunch of them on top of each other, they are very unsatisfying to actually play with. It's why I actually prefer a lot of the middle fire rate weapons, like the Pyros and the advanced stun pulse. Yeah. I'm supposed to really like the lava blades, but I don't. They're way too fucking slow.
You can't take what I'm just
kill our Kusari naval ships!
We've marked them to make them easier to spot.
Like, don't yell at me, game. I got the picture. It's a bit cloudy, but I got the picture.
Yes, as Annotation Gerdat mentions, we're keeping in this free play section specifically because this is effectively the last free play session that we have before we get completely locked into the campaign setting. Yeah. So, and it is actually a really short free play session too. It's effectively just 2 missions. Because the Blood Dragons aren't willing to pay us a decent amount of money per successful mission.
Well, the game's been warming us up to this moment, what with its save points and its sporadic autosave, and also really hammering in the point that you should consider yourself 100% ready when your boat is fully repaired. You spent all your money on all your weapon upgrades, you've emptied your cargo, you're ready to rock and roll with all your missiles, ready to attack the positron shield or the gravitron shield. But now we're going into a final sprint, which takes it a step further. That
specifically by
you may be retrying from that point. We're getting to the point of the game where you may be becoming uncomfortably familiar with your starting point.
Not really, to be perfectly honest. Although several of the missions that we're going to be doing are quite a bit difficult, I'm well versed enough in their execution to not have to do them all that many times. I do keep it one failed attempt. I remember, but it's not anything too egregious.
Oh, I wanted to explode.
The dragons are running the Sentinel Graviton shields, and we didn't bother to check to see what weapons they're running. Damn it.
Equip the anti-graviton shield weapon.
Unfortunately, I don't know which ones those are. I don't think they are Kusari-based weapons, though. And which would mean that in order to go get those, I would have to not be doing missions, fly out to an area that wants to actively kill me, attempt to make peace with the pirates there, and then buy stuff from them.
So, in a game of rocks, paper, scissors, when you find that your opponent is mysteriously using rock over and over again, you have one of 2 choices. Either lose the game again by making the same move, or switch to one of the other 2, because as long as you switch, then there's a 50% chance that you're going to be right, and you're going to get paper.
The thing is, Mr. Clown, although that's definitely true in normal rock, paper, scissors, in gameplay rock, paper, scissors, there's a lot more circumstantial variables that make it a bit more difficult to react to positively. In this game specifically, attempting to leave a Kyoto without actually following the narrative right now will probably just get us killed by literally everyone.
We show area as clear. Good job. Mission commission out.
Back to Kyoto we go.
Yay. We did it. That didn't take very long either.
Bunch of scrap metal. And nothing else of note. Just some drone mines.
Hey, watch where you're flying.
I don't need to watch where I'm flying. I mean, it is a pretty heavy debris field, but thankfully the cruise engines are not going to collide us directly into, you know, one of the larger space rocks.
Because the damage modeling on the ship might cause you to.
The Tonto laser
lose
cannon
a line.
is actually really is only about half as effective against graviton shields. So, I would like to replace the Tonto and my Pyrus one with Wakazashi's, but I don't think I get enough reputation with the Blood Dragons in order to do it during this Freeplay section.
Your request to dock is granted. Proceed to dock 3.
Look at this freaking skull icon.
Heavy fighter graders, identify yourself.
So if you were to take a 1-week vacation to Japan, Mr. Cloud, where would you be visiting?
Transmission dragons, green 15.
Oh boy. I definitely would want to see Mount Fuji. I know that. I love mountains.
Mountains are pretty cool. They provide red mana and such.
It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
Repair complete.
That's a prophetic warning of some kind, but I don't remember what kind.
Oh, I just remember that Danny from Game Grumps used to say that a lot. As in, like, anytime he wanted to prove that he could recite a haiku, he would use that as one of the lines. It's snowing on Mount Fuji because it has 7 syllables.
All right. So now that the Blood Dragons like us a little bit more, they're actually willing to offer us even more high-paying jobs, like this one worth $13,500. And yeah, we didn't actually show that one off because it's pretty much the exact same. You fly out, you blow up the Kusari naval forces, and then you come home.
Oh, so you did it, but you just didn't show us you blowing up for the second free play mission? Gotcha. Well, I appreciate you, truncating the content so that we understand, based on the example you set by the first mission, that the second mission was so similar we need not show it.
Loaded into cargo.
It was a cold and profitable winter, but Dr. Schultz and Django had racked up enough money with all the bodies they produced in order to finally attack Candyland Farm once and for all.
Ooh, niobium. And silver.
Unobtainium?
No, there's no unobtainium in this game. I mean,
You're right.
I mean,
it's too rare.
Okay, so we can actually get into the Flashpoint in Wakazashi. But they're both laser cannons. Damn it!
Both laser type. Zoom, 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 zoom. Pew, 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 pew.
So what I'm trying to do here is figure out how I can actually switch the Tonto from where it is into where my advanced stun pulse is, because the closer that your weapon is to the correct class where it's sitting, the more efficient it is.
Yes, we want to maximize efficiency. We don't want to minimize efficiency. We want to maximize
We did get into another
it.
Wakazashi, which is nice.
Nice.
Okay, and the thing is, I want to put my advanced stun pulse in my first slot, but it just won't fucking go there. It just refuses to do so.
You know, you've been making a lot of ship modifications since you arrived at the Blood Dragons base.
I kind of have to. Again, this is the final section before we end up getting launched into the campaign. We will get one more upgrade to our boat and a bunch of upgrades to our weapon systems exactly once more.
Right, but this is like a mid to late game shop that we've entered, that we're doing all this stuff at. So that leads me to believe that the other shops are not only inferior, they're also largely unimportant going up to this moment.
Not going up to this moment, to be perfectly honest, because scaling your equipment appropriately is extremely important throughout the campaign.
I have news. As we feared, Governor
Well,
Takagi is indeed alive.
it sounds to me like, okay, you're going to be struggling through much of the game because by not upgrading your character and your boat, that you're not going to be as powerful. And if you're not as powerful, then you're probably going to be getting game overs more often. But you may also be saving money because then you're not buying stuff that you're going to end up replacing anyway when you finally get to the late game shops.
But the late game shops are always so far away.
Come, we have no time to waste. My attack
Right,
squad is ready.
and
I'll
it's set
brief you
even
in
further
space.
apart if you struggle so much that you keep getting game overs predicated on you not being strong enough to go into the fights because you're making the fights too hard.
All right, Ozu, let us start the next raid because in the next part we are actually going to fully engage in our deeper sci-fi connections. This is the last save point that you have before. Because we've already accepted this mission, we are in fact locked into the rest of the story campaign.
Oh.
Trent, my informants report that Takagi is preparing to leave his fortress. We have a little time. Takagi's arch is only one system away from here, in Tohoku. The Blood Dragons discovered a jump hole to there over 20 years ago. I'm uploading the coordinates.
Yay. I shoot rocks and I make them explode.
Yes, because that's how we get additional scrap metal.
You gotta kill the rat to get the rat meat. You gotta punch the wolf to get its pelt. You gotta slap the dude to the ground to take his arrows.
And you have to tame the bear in order to get a teddy bear friend.
I heard you leaving. What's going on?
Bye, Junie.
We are attempting to retrieve the Proteus Tome, Junko. We're flying to Takagi's arch.
No, that's suicide. The arch is too well defended.
We've already beaten suicide multiple times, Junie. It's okay.
Takagi is leaving for Rhineland.
There must be another way.
We have decided to attack Takagi's base with full force. We will find the tome and kill Takagi. Wish us luck. Ozu out.
Don't get yourselves killed.
We're approaching the hole now. It will bring us very close to his base.
Oh, I see. So Junie thinks it's so dangerous that she's not gonna help us.
No, Junie would love to help us, and in fact is going to help us later, but she wasn't invited. Anyway, be safe, everybody.